Stop throwing away your kitchen scraps. Today, I'm going to show you how you can turn it into free fertilizer right within your own garden bed. Feed your garden so your garden can feed you. Come on. Do you have a small garden? Are you a renter? You can compost too, helping your garden grow. Today, I'm showing you guys how I set up my small container compost system within my garden beds. So for this setup, I'm using something super simple, old nursery pots, the ones you get when you buy plants. My friends give me theirs, so this is completely free. And instead of doing a traditional compost pile or bin, I'm putting them directly into my garden beds. All I'm doing is burying these pots partway into the soil so the top stays accessible. Then I start layering kitchen scraps, shredded cardboard, and paper, and any garden waste that I have. Basically anything that would normally get thrown away. And by the way, you only want to add recycling materials, no meats or citrus-type fruits into these bins. Once everything's in, I cover it with a little bit of soil. This helps with smell and keep things balanced. Now this is where the magic happens. Worms. I used to be so completely grossed out by worms, but now I actually want them in my garden. Worms are doing so much behind the scenes. They break down all this organic material and turn it into nutrient-rich castings, which is one of the most natural, best fertilizers you can get. As they move through the soil, they also create little tunnels that help with airflow and water absorption. So instead of compacted, lifeless soil like I had many years ago in my garden beds, you end up with soil that's loose, rich, and full of life. Over time, this builds healthier soil, stronger plants, and a garden that kind of feeds itself. And the best part is all those nutrients are going directly where your plants need them, their roots. Plus, instead of sending food waste to a landfill, you're recycling it right here in your garden. Less waste, less plastic, and a more sustainable way to grow. I never thought I'd be someone excited about worms in my garden, but here we are. Once you see what they do for your soil, it really changes your perspective. This is such an easy, low-maintenance way to compost, especially if you have a small garden or don't want to deal with a big setup. This system allows you to keep adding to the small bins all throughout the garden season, and try not to stir the previous compost material to keep the worms happy in their garden feast. And at the end of the season, once it all has broken down, you can toss this right back into the garden bed. I started doing this practice many years ago within these garden beds. Originally, it was dirt, not soil at all. After researching many different methods of how to rebuild soil and basically mimicking nature, I finally got some decent soil within these beds. So far, I see a good foundation for my garden, even with my neglect of garden prep from last year. Have you tried out some of these methods of the no-till, back to Eden style gardening? Has it helped your garden? For me, I notice it's not as difficult to get back on track. If you try this, let me know. I'd love to hear out how it works in your garden. Well, my garden bed is almost prepped, and I have about 6 weeks from plant out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So until then, stay rooted, my friends.